Hi everyone. Now we are going to see what is delta tables, why is the delta tables, how to use delta tables. Already we have Parquet files, Parquet format, and all the features of delta tables. How to use in Databricks all the features in delta tables. One by one we will see in this lecture. Like using how to use merge into time travel versioning and retention period and vacuum. I'm to how to reload earlier versions and how to edit delete records. Those all details we will see in this lecture. In this lecture, the importance of delta tables and how to create and implement we will see. First of all, what are delta tables? Delta tables are a type of data storage that combines benefits of both data lakes and data warehouse. I think already you are aware of data warehouse and data lakes. Combination of data lakes and data warehouse, it allows ACID transactions. You will see while doing the examples. Don't worry. What is ACID transactions? ACID transactions is nothing but atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. So you can understand while doing the examples. Don't worry. Next, we will see creating the tables. We can create the delta tables using SQL commands, and in our data frames using a PySpark we can create and other languages which are data frame APIs. We can use those languages also. But in this example, we use SQL because of earlier we have seen many examples in PySpark. So the idea here is we need to use even SQL also. That's why we have used complete this delta tables SQL, so that you can familiar with both PySpark and SQL. So we can create the delta tables. Here we process involves the location and schema and other configurations. Actually, when you create the delta tables, it creates two files like schema and data. A delta table log files contains all the information, updates, versioning, everything we can see in log file. So schema, it provides a schema. You have seen and you have involved in many examples creating a schema. And location, we will it is also there in our examples. Location, we will provide external location. Suppose we want to give Azure Delta Lake, Azure Data Lake Gen 2 or Azure SQL database, we can provide the location. That is called external location. After that, while implementing delta tables, we can use upsets, deletes, and merges efficiently. Upsets means insert update. If it any record matches, then it will update. When not matched, it inserts the record. That is called upsets. Upsets. You can see, as you can see here, and deletes also it supports. Merge into concept we use for incremental load, SCD types and all. Next, advantages of delta tables. Delta tables, schema enforcement, time travel, performance optimization, and all it supports. Merge into. We can do it as we discussed earlier. Insert update operations using merge into in our delta tables. This is called upsert. Syntax merge into. Then we will put the condition on using on. Then we will use update and insert. Use cases slowly changing dimensions to maintain the history, and upset for both we use merge into we use time travel. Time travel is nothing but it allows to query the historical data. So if we change anything, it will save as one version. So later, if you need that version, you can get that version using version as of time travel. Specific point of time we can get it. How we get as a version, same way we can get a time travel. Using that particular time, we can get the particular updates or inserts. Using using timestamp we can get the data. For data recovery purpose, it uses time travel. We can recover the data recovery. We can restore the deleted data or historical data. Now let us understand with the examples of parquet file and delta tables. Before going to the delta table, first we see the difference between parquet file and delta table. Why it is required delta table? Already we have parquet file format. It supports. It is a better performance. Everything is there, right? Now we will see what is the difference. Let us understand with the example. Then we will go for delta tables. In this lecture, we will create the parquet file and we will insert some data and we will try to delete the record. In the same way, we will create the delta tables and we will insert the data and we will try to record from delta table. Okay, now first we will create a parquet file table and we will insert some data. Go to our Databricks. Now we have database Vadde DB. If you see here, we have Vadde DB. Okay, we will create the parquet file table in this database in our Vadde DB. Okay, use this database. Let's go to the cell. Now we will create the table parquet file format. Drop table if exists parquet file tb parquet file table 1. Okay, now create the table parquet table 1. We'll define fields. We'll give name string. Okay, semicolon. Now we are creating parquet file format, right? So using parquet, we have parquet file format table and one column, that is name. Execute the cell. Now we have created parquet file table. We will check that. Describe extended table name. Execute the cell. See, now table is type is managed and format provider is Parquet. Now we will insert data. Insert into table name values. We will give one value Srinivas. Now execute the cell. Now we inserted one record. Okay, now we will see the table data. Select star from table name. Execute the cell. See, we have table name is Srinivas. One record is there. Okay. For time being, I have created only one field. Our idea is to check the whether it supports delete, update or not, right? So then we'll go for delta table. Now we have parquet file table and one record. We will try to delete this record. Delete from table where name equal Srinivas. We'll try to delete the record from parquet file format. Now execute the cell. See, this table does not support a delete because this is parquet file format. You can see here our table parquet file format. So that's what it doesn't support delete future. See, you can see here, please check the current catalog and namespace to make sure the qualified table name is expected. That means it doesn't support update and delete. To overcome this problem, delta table have been introduced. Delta table came to the picture because of parquet file doesn't support update and delete. And many more features are there like time travel, versioning, vacuum. We will see one by one in our upcoming lessons. Now we will create delta table. Okay, as of now we have seen we have created a parquet file and inserted data. We try to delete record from parquet table, right? We have done two things so far. Now we will create a delta table and we will insert the data. We'll try to delete record from the delta table. Now we are going to create delta table. Drop table if exists delta table delta delta table 1. Now create table. We'll define fields name string using using delta. Okay, execute the cell. Par syntax error. I missed here semicolon. Okay, now execute the cell. Now we have created a delta table, right? Table name is delta table 1. We will check the table type. How to check the table type? Describe DSC describe extended table name, then execute the cell. See, now our table is manager type table and provider is delta. Now we have created a delta table with the field of string. Now we will insert data into our delta table. Insert into table name, delta table 1, values Srinivas. Okay, now we will execute the cell. Now we have inserted a Srinivas uh, record into our delta table. We will check that. Select select star from our delta table. Now we can see our record. See, now we have delta table with the record of string field name Srinivas. Now we will delete this record in the same way how we did in our parquet file. In parquet file we got error, right? Because of it doesn't support. Now we will delete the record in delta table. Delete from delta table name where name equal Srinivas, right? Execute the cell. See, number of affected rows. One record affected means it is deleted. But in our earlier Parquet file, we couldn't delete the file because of it doesn't support. You got it right. You understood, I think. Difference between Parquet and Delta table. Now we see the Delta table whether it is deleted or not. Star from table name. Execute the cell. See, sorry, from. Now execute the table name. Now execute the cell. See, query return no results. There is no records. It is deleted, right? Earlier, if you run this query, we got the record. Now, after deleted this record, query return no results. Means it got deleted. See, this is the way delta table works. Now you have idea of a Parquet file and the delta table difference. Next, we will see merge into and other features. What all are we can do, like time travel, vacuum, versioning, and incremental load. Remaining features we will see in next lecture. Thank you.